Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, back with another one. Back with a banger. So today we are going to be reacting to some more horror videos. Make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, let's get into it. This animation is by Meat Canyon, and it's called Fat Shaming a Streamer. Alright.
Pork Floyd? Oh, yep, you're banned.
Dang.
Who said Snack Harlow? Get that guy out of here. Ace Venturo? Okay, banned. Metallica? Oh, bro.
Look at the detail on this. Oh my days.
Tyler the Inflator? Oh, bro.
Mom, Timmy, what's wrong?
Oh, God.
What's wrong, Timmy? What's wrong?
Phone! It's too heavy, Mom! It's too heavy!
Okay, sweetie, here, just hold on. I'll help you. I'll help you. Just hold on.
Phoenix, Arizona has sunken in.
So you're telling me, bro, Caseoh is that fat through the screen that he got my mans to this position? Damn, man. Even the sofa. Oh my days. Look at the ground. Nah, that's fake shit. That's fat shaving.
Phoenix, Arizona has sunken in on itself. Government officials have not released a statement as to why this could have happened. But billions of lives have been lost.
The whole city is shaking. It's falling.
My monitor just fell through the floor watching this guy? Okay, buddy. Banned! Guy?
Look at
okay,
that.
buddy. Banned!
Damn. Ew, bruh. Look at that. It ripped through his shirt. Oh my days. I'm still wondering how his house is still holding up. How that gaming chair is still holding up. That thing must be probably made out of Nokias, bro. Damn.
ただいま東京が何らかの現象により
Even Japan is sinking.
急に飲み込まれたというニュースが入ってきました。科学者の方たちはもうすぐ日本全体が飲み込まれるだろうと言っています。
You're getting too big. If you grow anymore, you will implode the earth and destroy humanity as we know it. Oh yeah. Okay. Banned.
Oh! Ew, man.
Called the military? Are you
Ew,
serious?
man.
Banned.
Hey!
The density of this madness.
Look at it.
It's reaching critical mass.
One bigger.
If this continues, it will create a chain reaction resulting in a black hole. Not only humanity will perish, but a very galaxy as well.
Oh. Random said the galaxy.
Alright, I guess this year's gonna blow up now. Whatever, man. Banned!
How is this kid still holding on to that phone?
It was our fault. We provoked him. And now we're all going to die. No, sweetie, don't say that. Don't say that.
We did this, Mom! We did this!
Black hole. Ain't no way, boy. Oh my god. That's crazy, bro. Made the whole world sink. That's crazy. My question is, how is that kid still holding on to that phone? How? Dang. But anyways, next animation. True story animation. Alright, let's see.
It was spring break. I was 18, and this year my family took a trip to a small cabin out in Minnesota. It was just me, my mom, and my younger brother, who was only 7 at the time. We were planned to stay at this cabin for the whole week, and part of the reason we were going to Minnesota was to check out some of the smaller towns and scout for a place we might want to move to in the future. Anyway, the cabin my mom booked we had never been to before, and I don't think she knew how far out it was from the closest towns. She was probably more concerned on the price. It was really far north, and about 35 minutes out from any shopping areas. I guess it was a good test at how good we'd handle the rural life though. The drive there was a little over 10 hours. I drove the first few hours, and my mom drove the rest. We got to the cabin at sunset. It was really pretty, the orange skies setting over the dense forest and wildlife, way different than the skyscrapers and massive office buildings we were used to. The cabin itself was noticeably old, however.
Damn. Look at this, bro. It has cobwebs on it. Ew, bruh.
Everything creaked, and it didn't
Ew, look at that. Nah, I'd rather sleep in the car.
look like the place was professionally built. It was fine though. I mean, it was a cabin after all. We settled in for the night, testing out the wood-burning fireplace and just resting after the long drive. I ended up napping for most of the evening. My mom went to bed around 8:30, but because I took a long nap, I stayed up a bit later. My little brother was also in his room, so it was just me hanging out in the cabin. I sat by the fireplace on my phone for a bit, then thought I'd get some fresh air and check out the back porch.
This guy is telling me that he wants to go outside alone. Mind you, he doesn't know this place. He wants to go outside alone and check out what is that? The porch or something. I don't know. Alone. You just got here. Not. Let me just show it's a
Really small wooden deck with a sketchy looking fire pit in the middle and a few chairs around it. I sat down and looked out into the forest. The night was really quiet. No cars or busy streets, just the occasional bird crowing in the distance and the trees rustling in the wind.
Damn, look how much free space that is.
I loved it. Being further up north, though, it was a bit more chilly than I expected. I spotted some logs stacked up on the side of the cabin and figured I'd give the fire pit a try. I lit it up no problem, and the fire
Bro, this guy is trying to start a fire. How did he put these logs? Look, they're like.
well maintained in the center, so I guess it wasn't as sketchy as I thought. Anyway, I sat by it for a while. I never get to do this sort of thing, so I just soaked it all in. After about 30 minutes of being outside, there was a very sudden and just completely out of nowhere sound from within the forest. Honestly, I had no clue what it could have been, but I did think that the way it sounded and echoed through the trees was kind of like an axe chopping into a tree or wood. It was only one sound though, and I didn't think it was really possible for anyone to be out here near us. It was pitch black out there, so I couldn't see anything, but whatever it was, it sounded pretty close. As I stayed out there for the next 5 minutes after hearing the sound, I felt my nerves building up a little bit. Just this uneasy feeling that ruined the peacefulness from before. I ended up snuffing out the fire pit and heading back into the cabin. From the sounds of it, my mom and
Those
brother
steps
were
are
asleep
crazy.
already. I still wasn't all that tired though. I don't know if it was still from the long nap, or maybe the sound I heard, waking me
Why have Rose eyes like this? Oh no, bro. Look, one is big.
up, but I still didn't really feel like going to bed yet. I stayed up in the living room on my phone. I had some movies downloaded, so I didn't have to worry about Wi-Fi. Only 15 or so minutes in, I heard something. I
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ha!
paused the movie and listened. I wasn't sure if it was the cabin creaking from someone waking up or walking around in their room, or maybe just wind hitting the walls. It gave me that uneasy feeling again, though. I wasn't used to being in this kind of environment, so I think that's why I got so easily unnerved. It was only a minute later that I heard it again, though. This time it was from the opposite end of the
Yep, you're cooked.
cabin, not where the bedrooms were. It was from outside the wall, just next to me. The only thing there was a window. I leaned a little closer and listened. Just when I thought I might be hearing something, a loud sequence of knocks shook the front door. It vibrated, and then heard my mom get out of bed and hurry into the hallway, asking what that was. I was standing up at this point, knowing something was wrong, but told her someone was at the door. I could tell she was pretty frightened too. She immediately went back to get her phone and call 911 because there was no reason for anyone
Wait, how do they have network over here?
to be banging on our cabin door in the middle of nowhere and in the middle of the night. As she did, I walked up to the door and looked out the peephole. It was extremely dark. There were no porch lights or anything, but I could see the basic figure of a man standing fairly close, just staring ahead at the door. And in the dark, I could see the outline of a heavy wooden axe in his hand. I felt my eyes widen and nerves spiking. Everything rushed through my mind. I tried to think of any reason this wasn't what it looked like. Like maybe he needed help or was lost, or I don't know.
You see a man with an axe and now you think he needs help.
Nothing seemed to explain this as being anything but bad. The man banged on the door several more times as my mom was on the phone with an operator. They never spoke though, stating any excuse for them being here. They just aggressively knocked on the door. In the heat of the moment, it was hard to tell how much time passed. It felt like forever though. But then he did what we were all terrified of. One loud crack slammed into the door, and the slightest bit of the
You already know what I'm doing. You already know what I'm doing.
pierced through the wood. At that point, we all ran into the
Hell.
farthest room and locked ourselves in. We heard more hits against the door, but only 4 or 5 before they stopped.
Dang.
We weren't sure if he'd busted the door down already, or if he had given up, but we just waited. It took just under 15 minutes for the first officer to arrive to the cabin, which was honestly quicker than expected, given how far out we were. The front door had several large gashes in it, but there were no signs of the man having gotten in.
Hey, yo, back
There
up.
were also no signs of where the man went. It's just assumed that he walked back out into the forest. The running theory is the guy was out in the forest when he saw my campfire from all the way out there, luring him to the cabin. It doesn't explain what he was doing out there at night with an axe, or why he came up to the cabin. But there's not really any way to know those things without him being caught and questioned. We obviously didn't stay there any longer. In case you were wondering, we didn't end up moving there either.
Dang. That's crazy. I don't know what I personally would have done, but I don't know what I'm doing. Huh? Anyways, next animation. Okay, now this animation, still made by me, Canyon, is called the Steve Harvey Stare. Yo, I'm looking forward into this. Yo, I'm excited. Alright, hey, let's watch this. Let's watch this.
All right, now tell me, what was the last thing you stuck your finger in? My wife, Steve.
Look at the heads. Ew, bruh. Look. Ah, hex nah, bruh. Ah, hex nah. Ew, bruh. Oh, what the freak is that? Ew. My man Steve Harvey's just standing there like, what's going on right now? Bro is in disbelief. That's crazy.
Look at me! Look at me! Look at me, Steve! Look at me! Look at me, Steve! Look at me, Steve! Look at me! Look at me, Steve!
I'm gonna be like, right there pulling me. I'm gonna be like, get your hands off me.
Okay.
Oh,
Steve, it's almost time.
that's crazy. Bro's traumatized. Bruh. Look at how he's looking at me. Oh my days. That's just But anyways, thank y'all for watching. It's been fun and weird. And if you made it all the way to this part, you're an OG. Thank y'all for liking and subscribing. And yeah, JJ out. Peace. See you next time.